Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Let me tell you about an example. When I was a young amateur dancer...
Bruh.
Okay. Here's a disclaimer, guys. There is going to be a lot of swearing in this video.
Oh my.
I mean, I can only apologise for the amount of times I have to say the word.
Swear.
Wait, what? Is that really the swear word? Really? I bet you thought I was going to say So, I was told I was not allowed to say that word, and that I need to apologise. Sorry. Let's go. Hello and welcome to the Dancer's Hideout, the place where you'll find all the tips and tricks to help you in your dancing. My name's Ian, I'm a professional teacher and former competitor with over 30 years of dancing experience and teaching. In today's video, we're going to be covering part 2 of our swing and sway topics. So if you haven't already seen part 1, you might want to get yourself up to speed with what we're talking about here today. Just make sure you come back, okay? I get lonely here. There's also a little bonus tip that I've hidden away at the end of this video as well, so keep watching. So, now that we know what swing is, let's talk about swing. Now you've heard me mention before in a series of other videos that I've already done, that I refer to sway as a 4-letter swear word.
Nice.
So why do I say that sway is a swear word? I mean, it's not as bad as saying So I was just given my last warning, and I have to apologise again. Sorry. The reason for this is simple. Sway, just like the concept of swing, is a description of the movement that you produce, but it's not actually what you do to try and create it.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
When people try and do a sway movement, as I've mentioned in part 1 of this video of my own experiences,
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
let me tell you about an example. When I was a young amateur dancer,
Bruh.
which wasn't that long ago, I would regularly hear the teacher that I had at the time telling me to sway to the right. Seriously, you should make sure you've seen that video because these things are linked. Results in people breaking their sides. Not literally, mind you, we're not Kit Kats. Ugh, that would not be pleasant. In Len Scrivner's book, Just One Idea, he refers to sway by saying, in the standard technique, the subject is dealt with quite simply, merely by recording the number of steps in any one figure whereon sway will occur and whether it is to the right or to the left. While this may be adequate for the purpose of a technique description, it is hardly an accurate explanation. This is actually incredibly insightful because there are a number of teachers who will learn the definition of sway from the technique book and then proceed to teach that definition to their students. It's like playing a game of broken telephone and then trying to cook a recipe for a dish based on everything that you've heard. That is going to result in a one-way trip to the hospital, guys. Incidentally, I'm bringing out a cookbook soon. It's 100 recipes I've read about and I think I know. I'm thinking of calling it Your Last And it's ironically based on a lot of the teachers' perception of sway.
NANI?! お前はもう死んでいる。
Len continues by saying, in fact there is so much more to it that the serious dancer soon realises a separate study of sway is necessary in order to produce the kind of dancing that may be described as graceful, having flexible movement, musical, rhythmical, and artistic, showing attractive body lines. Besides, sway has a lot to do with balance and control, and it is therefore extremely important. So if sway is the effect of both correct movement and correct technique, then what's the cause? How do we create it? How many more times is McDonald's going to get my order wrong when I order a delivery? Like, it's nearly every time I ask for a delivery. They'll forget the sauce, they'll forget a food item. I swear this is true, guys. I ordered 2 large meals one time and the fries weren't even in there. I should have complained, but it was like 11:30 at night, and so instead I decided to cut my losses. But how can you forget the fries? That's like the best part of the McDonald's experience. And I know there's going to be a whole bunch of people out there that are going to be like, oh no, Burger King fries are so much better. But come on, who are you kidding?
Oh my god! Wow!
Anyway, sway is created by a lengthening or straightening of the side, which is opposite to the direction of where you want to sway to. Let me show you. If I want to sway to the right, then I have to stretch my left side upwards. If I want to sway to the left, I have to stretch my right side upwards. Note my choice of words here, guys. I said upwards. This is because it's very easy to try and stretch the sides, but create the wrong action. Let me show you the wrong one so you can see what it is. When I overstretch, the upper body leans into the sway direction, as you can see happening here. So, how do we know if we've gone too far? Trust me, your partner will tell you.
What are you going to do with that stick?
Sorry, flashbacks.
Oh, God! Oh, God!
The ballroom frame and the balance of the elbow line act as our reference point here. I made a video outlining the aspects of which you can check out by clicking on the link that's on the screen here. The infographic on the screen here shows our dancer in a neutral or zero position. When the side of the body is stretched, the dancer achieves a +1 position, which incorporates a slight curve of the body. By releasing this position, the dancer returns back to a neutral or zero position. This can then be replicated on the opposite side, as you can see here. This subtle +1 stretching action is our sway movement, which, as long as the elbow line is maintained, is treated as correct. When stretching the body to what might be called a +2 position, you can see the elbow line becomes broken and is out of line, with the head weight dropped over, which results in a broken side, which is what a lot of teachers refer to. Of course, this aspect is very subjective because it's a feeling concept. Just like that uncertain and subjective feeling I get when I watch Neil Jones on Strictly Come Dancing. I'm joking, guys. I'm not uncertain about it.
Fatality.
Stop it. Get some help.
Poor Neil. But if you're stretching the side of the body and maintaining the elbow line correctly, then this will be correct. And the benefit of this aspect is that it applies to both leaders and also to ladies. There have been countless times when I've seen lots of ladies wanting to feel that ebb and flow feeling of the ballroom dancing, which can be seen and felt from sway movements, but they drop their elbows when they try and do them. But when the ladies do this, this causes a problem for the leaders because it pulls on the shoulder joint, which can result in a few injuries of people's arms. So, don't do that.
Okay.
Always try to stretch the opposite side in which the direction of where you want to sway to. Like I said, if you want to sway to the right, stretch your left side. If you want to sway to the left, stretch your right side. Just make sure you're maintaining the balance of the frame. Easy peasy.
I'm learning.
Okay, here's a bonus tip for you guys that have stuck with me. Just like swing has 2 movements, sway has 3 movements. There are 3 types of sway. We have a technical sway, which is danced in a sideways direction. There are a lot of figures in the waltz which use this type of sway movement. We have the cosmetic sway, which is used in steps moving forwards and backwards. But consequently, you'll see this type of sway being used more often in a slow foxtrot because the movements are very linear and progressive, as it's practically a walking dance. And then there's a broken sway, which is predominantly used for shaping figures, such as oversways and contra-checks. And there you have it. With the ideas from today's video, linked with part 1 of this video as well, you will be a swing and sway master or mistress. Wait, that doesn't sound right. If you've not already done so, do go check out part 1 of this video because you'll find it immensely valuable to what we've been covering today. If you've enjoyed today's video, then be sure to give us a like. We'll really appreciate it, of course. If you want to see more from the Dancers Hideout, then make sure you hit the subscribe button to ding the bell icon so that you can stay notified for whenever we're putting out new content or videos. You can also drop down in the comments section Anything that you found interesting from today's video? Or maybe there's something you want to see in a future video? Let us know, guys. We want to hear from you. You can more actively get involved with what we're doing here at the Dancers Hideout by contributing to one of our funding pages. The links I'll put down in the description section. In the meantime, I've been Ian, this is the Dancers Hideout, and it's been a pleasure.